Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable.
We back, baby.
Yay,
What it do?
yay.
What it is?
What's up?
Me and
Got
my
your-
sister in the car. Yeah, we about to do another app. Yeah, tell them how we feel, how we rap. Yeah.
You have really stinky breath, yeah, and you need to go and get a test, yeah, because I think that you...
Nah, look at you struggling. I can see it in
No,
your face.
You thought it was a struggle. I was stopping myself making an inappropriate joke.
Okay, I rate that. Hold that. So yeah, listen,
Hey,
how you
guys.
been? How you doing? How you living?
Good. So good.
I've been watching this guy who I can't remember what the channel's called. It's called Outdoor Boys or something like that. But he's like an older man, and all he does on his channel is just go out to like the mountains of Alaska and hike by himself with just like a few GoPros or whatever. And he's like surviving in like the maddest terrain, and like he'll go and dig a massive snow fort or go stay in a bunker, go fish, cook, and it's like there's no edits. It's like just cut, no music added. It's all very just. It's almost like ASMR of him surviving. You know, the people in the woods building
I think I
certain
know
things
what
up.
you're talking about. But my thing with that is I find that stuff so interesting that I would love to do that. But I think alone, like, would you really... Like any...
No, I know what you mean. I feel like everyone's a bit different. Obviously, he probably finds solitude in it and enjoys that type of thing. But for me, like, obviously, I've been watching it. I watched it throughout the whole of Ramadan, like literally staying up for Suhoor, but I'd watch that and it just relaxed me. But I've really, ever since watching it, really had this urge to just be in nature or do something. I want to go camping. I want to I don't know, just had enough of being like
camping.
suffocated by the world. I want to be out in nature.
Yeah, nature and like outdoors and just seeing greenery in general genuinely helps your like your mental state and your well-being.
The thing is, I can't imagine you going
Are you
camping.
all right? I was about to say that guy, what he's doing there, like I would love to do that.
Listen, I can't ever imagine you. Say we all did a camping trip where it wasn't glamping, where you go stay in the night, like camping, where you build up a tent and sleep in it. I could never imagine you doing it without like complaining.
You don't know me. I've got survival skills. I watch a lot of zombie apocalypse movies.
Okay, but there's
And-
the difference between watching and doing, mate.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Right,
Challenge.
tell me right now, yeah. Zombie apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Day one hits in.
Okay,
we find
number
out.
one, do you really think I'm dumb enough to give out my plan?
That's how I know you're dumb. You can't think on your feet.
No, that's not true. I'll be honest with you. We already spoke about this and you said it was stupid.
Yeah.
Me, number one, what I would do, you know, in zombie apocalypse movies where people start turning against each other,
Mm-hmm.
so stupid because you lot are the alive ones. You don't need to come together and build communities.
Of course.
Not like start killing each other for this and that. Everyone can be used for something. Do you get
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
The
definitely.
bigger the community, you can have some nurses, have some people going out and doing hard labor, different people doing different things. I'd probably go to a library, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you. Should I tell you why?
A library.
Let me tell you why. You think it's stupid,
That
right?
is dumb. You're just in a bunch of books, no resources.
Wait for it, mate. Because you get a community, you get a library. And what does library have? Books on how to heal wounds and how to do stitches and what to do and how to fix, wisdom teeth and how to... Sorry, library, best thing.
That is very
And you're
smart.
only going to have to kill like a few zombie like librarians
Yeah.
that are going to be there. Like what hench zombies that were humans would have been chilling in a library.
True. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got me there. You got me there.
And I start a whole civilization.
But the thing is, I think you're putting too much trust in other people, where I would do the same thing, build a civilization, but I'd try to keep it as small as possible and be very selective. But I'd also I'd be ruthless. Like, you make one mistake, you die.
What
Because
the hell?
you have to be on it with people, otherwise you've watched Walking Dead. You know the people that just keep breaking the rules and everyone keeps giving them a chance.
Maybe not die.
No, you
Maybe
get killed.
like-
No, because if you exile, they'll come back with
No,
their own group. Trust me, you have to be
And
like...
also, if they know your secrets on how you get into this
Yes,
place and where you get
it's
your...
survival of the fittest. You mess up,
No,
maybe
I would say-
like a chance, obviously, but you gotta die.
I would say you give them 3 chances, and I wouldn't say death. I'd say I'd have like a jail where
Nah, too much resources, trying to keep them alive. It's better just to pop one gone. No one has to know anything. Just be like, yeah, turn into a zombie.
No, I'd say you have 3 chances, but if you do, like, there's levels to it. You know how there's levels of sin? Like, there's minor sins and then, like, major sins.
Yeah.
There's, like, minor things you can do, and then you get 3 of those, but then and then it's strike out, and then the major one, if you do 1 of them, it's like...
I agree with that. But also, this is, by the way, all relative to the fact that I wouldn't be thinking about Islam and that stuff. If it was a zombie apocalypse, I'm imagining no God, no nothing,
Yeah,
just a
of
zombie
course.
apocalypse. That's how I'd be very ruthless. But Yeah, similar thing. Maybe a library. I'd like to be next to some type of supermarket or something just to gather up
Yeah,
resources.
but maybe not next to it, because think of how many people
Will go there, yeah.
over the years are going to be going. Like, what you got to do is you got to have a good path route to a supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so bad, but I don't know why I would love.
I know, it'd be so lit because you don't have to worry about anything else anymore, just survival.
Yeah, not just that, but then again, it's obviously sad and it's scary as well. You'd be on fight or flight mode 24/7.
Yeah, as long as they were like the Walking Dead zombies, then I don't mind.
Yeah, the Walking Dead. Oh, I
like
won't be able to do
slow and like.
You know, I Am Legend.
Oh,
No, just I'll just let you take me. I'll be honest with you.
I'd rather be the zombie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, just take me. But oh my god, Ayob, can you turn off all your alarms?
Yeah, sorry. Someone commented about how that like triggers them.
Yeah, someone commented it, and it's so true. They were like, I'm just sitting watching a podcast, and all of a sudden I'm getting triggered by the alarm. Why do you have them on?
Because man's very busy. He's got stuff to do. Anyway, yeah. So I think in a zombie apocalypse, honestly, I'd go more like, instead of, let's all build a community, I'd go very defensive, like weapons, everything, and very.
You need to be near a farm as well.
Yeah, you have to prove yourself to get in. We're not very open, my people.
I don't know why Abe said prove yourself to get in. I can imagine him like on this fence at the top, and then
looking
people
down.
are like break
Do a
dancing.
backflip.
Yeah, people are break dancing and doing like the robot. He was like, you in.
Like him. Cool, dude.
You, see you later. No, I feel like it would be, the reason why I say it'd be so interesting is because like no rules apply to anything. Like, I could walk into someone's house and just like, obviously no one's in there, but do you know what I mean?
That's the part always the most fun whenever I watch like a zombie movie apocalypse.
They go in interviews
where it's going into houses when no one's there, but they get to like pick whatever they want and be like, I kind of like this, I'll throw this on.
And I feel like starting a new hobby, like I feel like you know what? The reason why I so desperately want a zombie apocalypse, because the men are going to be forced to be men, and the women can be women. If they want to work, they can work. But we can just sit and like do the gardening, and then men have to go and make and build things.
I think there's more pressure on everyone to do everything because you're in the end of times. So like anyone could die at any point. Everyone has to be trained to the same level.
The women are going to be the nurturers if they want to.
I think you can't depend on each role filling their role. They have to be able to do both. So men have to learn how to be nurturers and provide and do that stuff, and then also the women have to learn how to like do certain things and bear guns and do these things.
You're what's wrong with this world. No, I'm joking. By the way, guys, I am joking.
Just in that scenario, I'm talking.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna have like survival.
When there's zombies all around, like that's different. That's a whole different thing.
You're right. But what I mean is, by the time you build a community, I feel like the people that want to be the ones that are like killing zombies and like building things, which I feel like I'd want to do that.
In your community.
But no, think of like this innocent women that like
understand.
my nans.
I'll tell you one thing. Nishan's community is going to get destroyed by my community because first of all, every person in my community is going to learn how to use a gun, learn how to fight. We're in the same
community, you weirdo. We're family members.
I know. I'm talking about your idea of a community and my idea of a community. They're going to learn to defend themselves, so we're not struggling or having to pull weight for other people. Like
did I say
a zombie comes and they're like, no. First thing they do is pull out a gun.
Oh.
Damn. They pull out a gun.
What if there's no guns?
Then they learn how to use their fists. Pop his eyeballs out. Anyway, my main point, sorry.
I say put the men on the front line. Take a couple of them and an imam. Keep them safe and looked after so that when they die, any of the other women can marry the extra men and then reproduce if there needs to be and just let the men
There's no religion, by the way, in this scenario. So.
Oh.
Anyway, my main point I was trying to get to, is I was sitting at home with my wife and I was like, we're chilling, whatever, and I'm on my phone and I realize that a lot of the time my mind can just wander off somewhere else because I've got like this device that's in my pocket that's connected to the whole world. Mm-hmm. But before cell phones and all that stuff, the world was shut off. When it was you and your wife in a house, it would literally just be you and your wife, nothing else. The outside world didn't exist in a sense.
And like letters and like...
But think about it. Like when say you're chilling in a room with you and your wife or whoever, your husband, and there's no phone, there's no connection to the outside world. It's literally until you go to work or go out and do something, for those amount of hours, it's just you two. The rest of the world doesn't exist.
Do you mean before TVs?
Yeah. Maybe, there's TVs. Well, TVs. But even like early stages of TV, like other than that.
Black and white TVs.
Yeah, or even when there isn't TVs, there was just you and your spouse and the rest of the world didn't exist unless you went out.
Or you and your family. It doesn't have to be spouse.
And your family. Whereas now, it's like, it's you and your spouse or family.
With like the world in your pocket. But then
there's the world. You just have to go like this and you've got the world here that is connected to everything.
think that's why a lot of people, not gonna lie, I think that's why a lot of people now are have more mental health issues, and back in the day, it maybe people had them, but it wasn't as bad. I'd say, like, I feel like now a lot of people.
I know what you mean, but I feel there's no true way of measuring it. I definitely do feel like social media and technology in general has maybe worsened it, but there's no way we can really evaluate how much of a percentage of people had.
Yeah, I
before
know. That's just my opinion. And it's so funny that you mentioned that, because that's so funny.
Tell me why.
I was going to tell you something which I find so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day, when there was only black and white TVs, I think it was about the 1940s and 1950s. So colored TVs were introduced in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
So like TVs with color.
Yeah.
And back in the day, 1940s and 50s, people used to dream in black and white.
That's not true.
Hey, they done a study on it.
That's not true. That's
only 15%.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard. That's not true.
Only 15% of people dreamt in color, because obviously the everyday life they can see color.
No, I'm sorry, that's not true. Because you live your whole life in color. How can you just what you're watching turn into?
Because maybe
black and
our
white?
dreams are like not real. Because dreams are not reality if you think about
I know,
it.
but
And
every
they're weird.
experience you have in life is colored. Like you can't just all of a sudden go in your brain and
I'm
then
telling
it's all
you a
black and white.
fact, and you're telling me it's not true. It's true. Google it. It's true.
Let me see.
Look, researchers and study participants agree that black and white dreams were the norm, and rare cases of colored dreams were dubbed technicolor dreams.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I don't know if I agree.
And then
I'm saying I agree.
it kind of suddenly disappeared in the 1960s, 70s when colored TVs came about.
Okay, so it's to do with TVs. That maybe it's part of the imagination just falls into because you're always watching these romantic things or these movies and things that are made up on TV. So you correlate that with your brain when you're dreaming, maybe.
Yeah.
That's dead, bro. You're dreaming in black and white.
You know what I
Probably
realized?
why they didn't have depression back then. They'd be depressed dreaming, and then when they wake up, it's like reality and all these colours and everything. Yeah, it's a dead joke.
That was good, but you should have executed it a bit better.
I think with a bit more confidence.
Yeah.
I was on
you were like
eggshells.
Probably because you need to start being more confident with your jokes. Like probably because when they're depressed and black and white and no.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say. So we spoke about this a lot, but I'm just going to speak about it again because I was speaking about it yesterday.
Yeah, you don't need to tell
we
me.
already know I don't have mental imagery, and so don't some of the world, right?
Yeah.
Which means my brain can't process.
You can't even do
images.
black and white, loser.
No, but my thought it's hard to explain. And please, if anyone doesn't have mental imagery, Google Aphantasia if you haven't seen us speak about it before, and comment down below how it is for you. But I realized that even my dreams aren't like visual. They're like thoughts.
Nisrin, that is so dead.
But I thought that everyone was like, I thought it was not like, but when I say this, people are like, oh, it's called imagination. No, it's not called imagination. Having a lack of mental images is not the same as not having an imagination. It's like I put thoughts together to remember things and to see things that maybe aren't there, or, do you know what I mean?
No, it's a bit hard for me to comprehend because I don't think like that.
It's like this. They say, like, imagine a radio.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you've got a TV, you've got Ultra HD TV, someone else has a black and white TV, I've just got a radio.
No, I understand. That was not what I was trying to comprehend. Comprehending the idea of two different thoughts coming together to give you something. I just
don't see it. It's like I think of it without seeing it. Have you never thought of something without seeing it?
No, I see everything.
That's my dreams as well. But I'll be real with
that's
you.
so dead.
No, you say it's dead.
Have you ever had a dream when you know you're dreaming? But then you've told me dreams that you've had and they sound like actual, like,
I know.
imagined dreams.
I have an imagination, darling. I just don't have the picture of it. That's like coming up to someone.
So what are you dreaming in your head? Just
listen.
Your inner self talking. A man walks down the street.
Stop,
he lifts his hand. You're like, what?
Stop. Imagine someone comes. Imagine you were to speak to someone who's blind, and I think it would be so interesting to have this conversation with them and explain to them something that's happening. Their thoughts are putting it together, and maybe in their brain, because they might have mental imagery. But then, can you imagine anything? Can you have mental imagery if you've never seen anything before?
I don't know.
But it's just a thing where I just don't have the picture. Just imagine the TV's broken, but it's playing on in the background. That's the best way to explain it. Imagine the TV's on, Ayub.
Yeah.
TV's on, but the screen's broke.
So all you do is hear words.
It's not even just hearing it.
This doesn't make sense. It's going to be harder for me to comprehend if you don't have it. Also, one thing I learned about, which kind of bugged me out a little bit as well, because I was like, how does it actually work? If you were to take out your eyeballs from your socket, both of them, you know how in our head we think when you're blind, you see black. You just wouldn't see anything. They say, imagine trying to look out of your elbow. That's what it'd be like. There would be no. You would think of you just seen a black screen. There's just nothing. But I can't even like comprehend that. And they said like, oh, just imagine trying to look out your elbow. That's what it'd feel like trying to look out your eyes. Like you can't.
Oh.
But you don't. You no, even closing your eyes and do it because you're seeing something. You're seeing black. You can't even see black when you have no eyeballs.
What do you see?
That's what I mean. You don't see anything. It's just you're just in your thoughts. But I don't know how that works. Don't you think that's scary?
Is it translucent?
No. I don't even know how that would work. Do you know what translucent is? It's
yeah,
like see-through.
so like see-through. But I guess you're just in your brain.
Yeah, but like what's in your brain? Unless you had your eyes first and you have mental imagery and then you're just like imagining what things would look like.
You mean like people who just weren't born
or like
without eyes?
born without eyes.
I can't, this stuff
That's
I just
what I'm
don't
saying. It almost hurts to try comprehend.
think about it. It's like when I think about the fact that after we die and in heaven, it's eternity.
Yeah.
Like my brain cannot comprehend forever, no end at all. So I just try not. No, forever, Ayob.
It's not a thing I have to comprehend. I just accept. Like,
okay, you accept it. I accept it.
But I'm not sitting there like I can't imagine this.
Forever.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in Jannah now. Forever, ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and there's no stopping. But there's no stopping. Not even at the end. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but it doesn't bug me out because it's like that we're just gonna be living happily.
It's not bugging me out, but does it not confuse? Does the thought of forever and no eternal and eternally and no end at all not make you think?
I don't know. I don't get that. In my head, it's just like it's naturally in me to feel like that's normal. Like we're just gonna be there. That's it.
I get
forever.
it.
Life. There is no timeline. There's no timeline that there is in this world.
Does the thought of forever not make you think? Like think of all your days going
on
and on.
I know what you're trying to say, but I can't.
Hey, deep it. Okay, let's say we have like average 80 years in this life. Now imagine in Jannah, inshallah, we all make it, and you guys, I mean. And now imagine you're there, and now you're thinking of Jannah. Yeah, you've lived it, and it's amazing, it's the best thing ever. Now just think it's never going to stop. Yeah, but
the reason why I can't like fully understand exactly. I do understand you, but I don't get the feeling is because in my head. I understand what heaven is going to be like. So I know that every day it's almost going to be like this new thing. Everything keeps feeling better and better and better.
No, I know that.
So you're not even going to be... I don't think you're going to be consciously aware of how long it's been.
Ayo thinks I'm going to be in heaven. Like, oh, this is so long now. I don't mean there. I don't mean when I'm there, Ayo.
I know the idea of it.
I mean in this life now, me as a human being, I can't compare. I'm not going to be there like... Ayo's like, no, don't worry. Every day it's going to be even better. I'm like... I'm not complaining.
I know, but I just don't find it hard to imagine that God can do that.
No, of course.
Like, it just doesn't, in my head, doesn't come across like, oh my God, that's crazy. It's just like,
okay, imagine now, yeah? Okay, let's not say heaven. Imagine now death wasn't a thing and you just had to live forever and there was no end ever.
Yeah, but that is depressing.
Yeah, I get it's depressing, but now try and imagine it now. You in the state you're in and there's no end ever. There's no end ever.
That's scary. But it's not scary when it's to do with heaven.
Anyway, my brain cannot comprehend it. Certain things in life I just don't even...
You can't comprehend.
I feel like my brain starts to like mush together when I try and imagine things. So I just don't.
Someone commented on my TikTok the other day, can you stop undermining Nisrin?
No way, me on my burner.
That's literally what I replied. I was like, Nisrin, I know you. I know this is you on your burner, man. Just come talk to me in person. We can figure it out.
Wallah.
Yeah, wallah.
Oh, shout out to them.
But
okay.
there are people backing me. He's an amazing brother. I was like, you're damn right.
Sometimes I watch our episodes back and I think I interrupt him so much and I give myself the ick.
Oh, do you watch them back?
Yeah, like, well, I mainly like skip through, but then every time I skip, it's me speaking.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like every time I like skip, every time I'm editing, I'm just go quick skip. I say like at least 85% of that time it's you in the middle of conversation.
And then someone commented on our last episode and they were like, oh, but the thing is though, the reason why I love Sadly Relatable like family is because they speak to us like they're family and friends. So sometimes they're not so overly nice.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, great episode, da-da-da. And they'll give their opinion. They'll be like, I really wanted to know what Ayo was going to say before Nisrin interrupted him. And I just see it as like family saying it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
Whereas
mean.
some people might be like, what the hell, that was rude. But I feel like they're comfortable enough to speak to us as if we're their friends and family.
Definitely.
But what were you going to say that day that I interrupted you?
I was going to talk about, like, do you remember when we were kids? And then I'm joking. I don't have no idea. She made that. You're like, what?
I was like, there's absolutely no way.
I held on to it in my heart. And like, she interrupted me, the snake. But yeah, anyway, my overall point, which you then again interrupted, What are you doing, bro? We're in the middle of an episode.
Sorry, I'm finding something I wanted to tell you.
Oh, I was like...
Hey, I thought I was just texting my friends like, oh, you're right. What are you doing today?
Literally, I was like, what is going
yeah.
on? Great. So my whole point was, I'm very much in this state of, I genuinely, like, even for my mental health and everything, have had enough of being so attached to my phone, and I just want to experience and live real things and real moments. And like, even recently, I've been trying to be more present and conscious. So there's times where I'm just like sitting at home or something, and I look around and I'm looking at everything and I'm like, okay, I'm here. Like, my mind doesn't always have to be on this device that's taking me somewhere else. Like, this is my reality. This is what I'm living with. This is what Allah's blessed me with.
This is real life.
Yeah. And I've been trying to practice that a lot more, and I think it genuinely helps, instead of just always running away to like this false reality or this connection to all these other people and all these other people's thoughts. And do you know what I mean? Like, it's so much better, I think, to kind of ground yourself in what's real, and I've been really trying to practice that. So that means I want to go camping. And do you want to come?
Yeah, I do want to come.
You can't do it.
Also, another thing is doing less screen time is something that I've been doing for a while. And as some of you may know, if you follow me on social media platforms, I just like sometimes just put my phone in a drawer and don't look at it.
That's so good. I want to start doing that.
If you want to start anywhere, do this. In the first hour of waking up, no phone. Like, this actually affects your health.
I need to practice that.
And the first hour and the last hour of your day, just no phone. And I've also found, if you are going to go on your phone, and I genuinely have found my sleep's better and I have a better day the next day, Blu-ray glasses, let's say you are going to go on your phone. And even some people say, they go as far as to say, take your phone out of the room while you're sleeping. But it genuinely helps with a lot of things, I've noticed.
I'm going to have to get one of those old alarm clocks.
Yeah.
Smack it off the head.
Should we, oh my God, I got an idea.
What?
Let's do a challenge.
See who can go the longest.
Who can go longest without their phone.
But what?
As in, we trade.
Each other's phones?
Yeah. And laptops.
No, but I've got a whole life and
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
We
do what we need to do. Give ourselves like a week. Let's say you had we're going on holiday and you wouldn't do work and stuff. Sort everything out before, and we'll give ourselves like a week to see. You never know, it might and then see what happens.
I wouldn't mind. There's a part of me that just wants to go into a log cabin with nothing. Just don't take anything and just be there with my family.
No, that's not what I'm saying, G.
I know what you mean. Don't have anything and don't go on it. Yeah, I would happily do that.
As in like now, not now, but I mean like. Let's say right now we're starting now. You'd give me your phone, I'd give you my phone, all my devices.
That gives me anxiety. Just thinking.
But you've also got your wife, so that's not fair. I'm just gonna be there with my cats, like having a conversation. That gives you anxiety. Why?
Just knowing how much I want to do. I've got to do. Like, even now, my to-do list is on my mind. So knowing that it will be taken away, it'd give me stress.
I'd love it. I'd have an excuse to be airing
it. It would be sick. There's a part of me that would love to just like disappear for a good
Guys,
4
1,000
months.
likes. When this episode hits 1,000 likes, me and Ayob will do that and see who cracks first with the phone.
I think it'll be me, because
what?
You don't really have like a life. I'm joking.
Anyway, so something happened to me like the other day. You already know about it, but I just wanted to tell the podcast viewers. There's a page on Instagram, right, called 433. And obviously, I don't know anything about football. I don't care about football, I'll be honest with you. But I seen that they tagged me in a video, and they're like a big football page.
But when she says big, she's talking probably the biggest. They've got like
72 million followers.
Yeah, 72 million followers. And like their videos get millions of views every single time.
Yeah, so I was on the phone to one of my friends, and I was like, this random, like, I clocked it in the morning, and I was on the phone to my friend. I was like, this random like page tagged me in a video today. And then they were like, what page? And I was like, oh, it's called like 433. They were like, what the hell? That's the biggest football page. And I think they tagged me by accident, guys.
No, definitely. It was just a clip of football players playing football. And then it said at Nisrin.
The video they tagged me in. When I say tagged, it wasn't just tagged. Like, they put my @name.
In the caption, yeah.
It got 2.2 million likes.
Can I see this again? That's crazy.
A screenshot, by the way.
That is crazy. It's got 2.2 million likes.
Take a photo so you can post the...
No,
maybe you could do that and
maybe
zoom in.
They might be able to see. Either way, I'll put something there if you can't see it.
Take a photo then.
Yeah. What do you mean? You just have to send it to me?
No, of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You're about to forget. I got you guys. Yeah, so 2.2 million likes on the post, and they tagged me in it. And guys, I don't know why. I've never interacted with them. I don't follow them. It's just a random video about football with this Insta page with 72 million followers.
So it says, will we see, and then a football player's name, dancing again today, question mark with laughing faces, and then it's Nisrin.
But you know what's funny? Back in the day, that would have got whoever got tagged like 30,000 followers.
Yeah.
I literally got like 100 followers from it.
But it's still, that's quite crazy.
No, it's crazy. But I'm saying like
What would you do if that got you like 100k followers? Like if all of a sudden everyone was like, oh, maybe she's married to this football player. Like they were interested and they just clicked on you.
Don't know. What can I do?
You just had to start making football content. Right, yeah, come on, guys. To keep your engagement up.
Hey, that was funny. Imagine.
Who's playing tonight? Yeah.
That was funny. Well
Thanks,
done.
man.
You
What
done
can
that
I
one with
say?
confidence. Imagine, because I actually have to keep my engagement up. Oh, that was funny. Another thing to do with football. By the way, guys, I genuinely don't know why they tagged me. I have no
It was
idea.
definitely an accident.
Yeah, maybe someone else is like, maybe a footballer had like it's as the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
It's and something, and then they just clicked on yours. But imagine if they keep doing it, like every video. They just
Should I
keep
DM
tagging you.
them and say, excuse me, you have to pay me for tagging me? Should I be like, why did you tag me? Try and get money out of them. Speaking of football though,
Yeah.
so that was just a fun fact. There was basically, let me just look at my notes so I don't actually mess any of this up.
Get the wrong thing up.
Okay, so basically a couple in Australia, like they were pregnant, like married couple, happy, blah, blah, blah. They were pregnant and throughout their pregnancy, they were like, oh, thinking of names, couldn't really think of anything. Then the child was born and it was a baby girl. And they were like, what do we name the baby? And the dad came out with like a really cute and beautiful, like romantic name. When I say romantic, it was like the wife found it romantic that he picked this really cute, unique, beautiful name. And it was very unique. Yeah, so the name was Lenesra. So he was like to his wife, let's call her Lenesra. Like, and she just thought it was like so cute and romantic. And he was like, this is so unique. And like, yeah, they called their daughter Lenesra. And then 2 years later, when the baby, I think around the time the baby was celebrating her like 2-year birthday, they were speaking about the name and how he came up with it. And then he was like, okay, do you want me to tell you how I picked that name? Have you heard this story before?
Yeah, I think I have.
So he was like, I'll tell you how I picked the name Lenesra. And she was like, oh, how? And it's basically his favorite football team spelt backwards. So Lenesra spelt backwards is literally Arsenal.
That's such a violation to the mum, yeah?
That's such a dad thing to do.
I know, it is. It is funny, and it's kind of jokes as well. But it's such a violation to the mum, because imagine if, like, a lot of people sometimes don't like that their husband is into football and they're so obsessed with it, and it's like, oh, it's annoying. And then, like, he does this whole thing, and oh my God, it's such a beautiful name. And then it turns out that it's just football.
And you don't find out for 2 years as well. That's what would get me, because I'd feel like I'm being deceived. But you know how people don't like their partners are into football?
Yeah.
Why?
Ask my wife, I don't know.
No, but like, why? Like, just let them do manly things and go away.
No, I think people just don't like how much it can take over someone's life. Because when people are actually in it, they're like really in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think it's cute to enjoy
it's
things
good,
in
it's good. But
life.
you got to remember, yeah, this is one thing that I've learned about football since I've started like sporting and watching. There's games all the time, meaning that if someone's truly invested, there's going to be a lot of ups and a lot of downs. So they're going to be stressed out, especially their team's having a bad season. It can actually affect people when they're at home, their moods when they're with their partners and stuff like that, which I don't think I agree on, but it's just reality of life that can happen. So it maybe that's annoying, or maybe they're always dedicating too much time on that and don't want to spend time with you, or you're inviting them somewhere on Sundays, but they can't on Sundays because that's when the game's put on.
Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
Too much of anything. Too much water is
Except
bad.
for
It
too
can
much
kill
prayer.
you. True. But then again, maybe
I win.
maybe
Thank
it
you for
could be
tuning in,
considered
guys.
bad if you're doing too much,
No, I
because
don't
you
think-
need to do your other duties in life, like looking after your family.
Oh,
and
of course, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I win.
Not today. You'll get it aired many times.
Okay, forget that, all right, the football thing. Back to the names. I have this like thought, which some people might not agree, and you're definitely not going to agree, but I feel like it's the wife's final say what the name is, and I think she has 80% choice over the name. But some people don't agree. They're like, no, it's a 50-50, or the dad picks.
The thing is, yeah, I don't want to say this because my wife's listening, but I do agree, because it's coming out of them. They're the ones that have to carry it for 9 months
Yeah.
and go through that excruciating pain to push it out. But at the same time, I only agree on it's the final say. As in, like, we both pick a name that we like, and then you get the final say. If you don't like it, then we find another name that we both like, but you don't get to pick a name that I don't like and use it, if that makes sense.
But I don't think it's a thing where, let's say the dad really, really like, I just think...
But I think at the same time, sometimes it's if you love your partner, you might think, oh, he's so excited about the name. There's no name that I'm excited about. Why don't I just give it to him?
No. Yes, maybe. But let's say it should be the other way around. I feel like the man can give suggestions, but I don't think he should care that much.
Well, it's his child as well. What do you mean? I care bare. I've got like a whole list of baby names.
Yeah, see, that's a bit mad because I was going to say it's usually the women that have baby names.
I don't care. I'll say it with my chest. I've got
Give us
a baby name.
name.
No, I'm not letting anyone take it.
Ayob, you've probably got about 50 baby names and you're about 30.
No.
How many babies can you have in that time, bro?
Do you know why? Do you know why I'm not going to say a baby name? Because all of them have similar vibes, yeah? And if you plant in my head, oh, that's a dead name, then it's going to make me rethink the whole list, and I don't want to rethink the whole list. I'm going to keep it how it is.
Okay, but have you showed your wife this list?
Yeah.
Also,
me and my wife already agreed on some names.
Okay, that's good. I've agreed on my baby name.
What is it?
And I don't have a husband to agree on it. So that's why I say it's the woman's...
No, like, but if your husband's like, I'm not feeling that, you're not going to name it.
No, but I feel like I wouldn't marry a man that cares that much. Like, why do you care about...
Because he has to say the name for the rest of his life.
No, but like, why do men... I hate when men care too much about things.
No. Oh,
like, why do you care?
Oh my God. And then you're the first one to be like, he just doesn't care about me. I hate when men care. Pick a side.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I mean is this, right? What I mean is this. If I was to marry someone and the person I married, because I would like someone that's very like carefree, like he's not too like uptight about things. Mm-hmm. If I say to him, look, this is a name, because I've only picked one name and it's actually just a girl's name and the rest there's a whole list. So I would give him the list and say pick. But the only one I have picked is the girl's name. Inshallah, if I have kids, but I don't even have a husband at this point. But like, if he sees that I've given him a whole list and I'm like, look, whatever children you just pick out of this list, but this one I really, really want and I'm set on. Mm-hmm. Like, as a man, if you can see that that's something your wife's thought about for a long time, she put a lot of effort in, like, you're not going to be like...
Of course. That's a normal
answer. So then why are we
answer.
arguing? Men should just shut up.
No, I think that's a normal answer. It goes both ways, though. And a man can care about naming his kids because that's his... child. He's also a reason why that person even exists. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, right.
You want some say.
Here's a good conversation, right?
Mm-hmm. So,
let's say, let's just say there's two people, right? And you give your opinion. So the girl has the wife and the husband. This is the husband. This is the wife. Mm-hmm. They come together, whatever. They get married. They're about to have their first child. Oh my God, so happy, hee hee. And then the wife has always been very set on her baby names, or like she's very particular and she wants them all to begin with the letter T, or like, I don't know, A, for example. Mm-hmm. And he comes and he says, look, I don't really care too much about baby names, but I did want to name my first child after like my brother that passed away.
Yeah.
But it's completely doesn't match any of her names and she doesn't like the name at all. What do you think happens in that scenario?
I think there's compromises, middle names, all that type of stuff. You can find a way.
Now, what if he's like, no, I promised my brother
on his deathbed
that I would name my first child this name? What happens in that scenario? Because is it selfish of him to put that on her, but then is it selfish of her to not let go of these names that she's thought of her whole entire life, and she's like really wanted like the similar vibe, and she's just what do you do in that scenario?
I think you just say, all right, I'll let you have this one, I'll get the next. There has to be some compromise on both sides, because like it depends. If the name's one of those names that just sounds so old.
Yeah, let's say it's like not a...
Like it's not
it's just not a name you like.
Yeah. You didn't want to say a name because you don't want to get cancelled.
Oh no, I didn't care.
Let me think. I don't know what you do, bro. It's none of my business. They can sort that out. It's not happening to me.
Okay, but that's obviously we're giving our opinions. I'm going to tell you if I was in that scenario.
I think he should go to his brother's grave and say deuces.
I go to his brother's and say fingers crossed.
I lied.
Gotcha. No, so personally, if I was in that scenario, I'm saying this now as a person who doesn't love anyone who isn't married. Mm-hmm. I don't know who I would do. I
You
would just
wouldn't-
say please.
No.
Like promises aren't that deep.
But do you think the baby name, like in that scenario, is that deep? I think you can come to a compromise, which is I don't like the name, but you can put it as a middle name, and you can call them
Yeah,
that
but
name if
let's
you want.
say
But I'm not gonna call them
I
that
would
name.
do the middle name thing 100%. But let's say he was like, no, it has to be the child's name.
He's doing too much.
No, but you're saying doing too much. But then let's say you promised your dying brother on his deathbed.
But why would you promise that? Don't worry, I'll be like, get out, I'm trying to die. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying the scenario.
I know.
What do you do? Because I just feel like...
You just name the next one. One of them at least. If you're having multiple, one of them at least. Come on.
No, because
Look
it
at you,
doesn't match
anything-
the vibe.
if-
And it's not a name that you like. Let's just say it's a name you really don't like.
Okay, but I don't know in this room.
I'm not going to lie. I think it's time to reconsider your options. Like...
What, marriage?
No, but like before you get married...
Don't take any advice
No.
from this one, please.
Before you get married... Okay, let's say you're someone who's on each side of the spectrum, right?
Listen, a baby name is not going to determine whether you should marry someone
I
or not.
understand that, but listen to what I'm saying. Let's say you're both on each end of the spectrum on things where you can't compromise.
Mm-hmm. But it has to be a lot of things, not like one thing and a baby name. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not
right.
how you end the whole marriage. What the hell?
Not in the marriage. I'm not saying when you're in it. When you're in it, I'm not going to lie. Let's say I'm in it and he really... Like mine was coming from more of like I really wanted this, but his is coming more from I gave my word. I'd have to end up naming my baby that name.
So he can honour his word.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
But
folks, we got it. Can you tell me
let's-
your...
wait.
baby
Let's
name?
say before we got married, if I was told this information, I feel like it would stop me from marrying
Oh
someone.
my God, man.
Unless he had money, then I'd be like,
Call it what you want, mate. We can call
Don't
it
even
number
give it
one,
a
number two,
name.
number three.
Don't even give it a name. Nah, that was a joke.
Okay, so tell me, what is your baby name?
I'm not telling you.
No,
my...
text it.
No, so you can copy me.
No, I'm not going to copy your dry
Trust
ass
me, my-
names. I guarantee it's dry. Please, just give me at least
No.
second best, not your first one.
No, I'll give you. No, give me
Or
yours.
third. I'll tell you mine as well. Mine are basic,
we're almost
but nice.
30. We have no children yet.
Just tell me one. Come on.
I've got a whole list, mate. But you know what my struggle is? Guys, comment some names down below. Basically, I want all of my children's names to start with A.
You're so basic, bro.
Anyway, I want all of my children's names to start with A. And I didn't just go, oh, I want A. What happened is I started to put together baby names and I realized they were all A's. And I was like, okay, let me just stick to
Can
A.
I say something? I think all my girl name list is A's as well.
I'm only going to show you this if you say, wallah, you would never name your daughter this name.
As long as it's not on...
What do you mean?
If it's already on my list, then it's like whoever has one first.
Then I'm going getting married and having a baby straight away.
If it's on my list...
It won't be on your list. Put your hand down.
No.
You're adding more names on your list.
No, because there is one that me and my wife decided on that we want our first child to have. So I'm just adding that because I forgot to add it.
Look at us arguing about this one.
I know.
Okay. Let me write the one that I've picked on top. Okay, stop looking at your baby names.
No, I'm just going through them. Some of them are a bit dead. You know, like, this was done years ago, so like you grow out of some names.
Bearing in mind, okay, put your phone down.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, this list is, they're not like, these are potentials. But the one
I think we should say one for them.
I'll say one, but not the one I picked.
Yeah, yeah.
So the top one, the one that has the line, is the one that I'm set on for a girl. As in, that's a good name, innit?
That's the exact same as what I've
Say
got on top of
wallah.
my... Nah, I'm joking. That's kind of dead, I can't lie.
What the hell?
It sounds almost like the Arsenal's put backwards. That
No,
is
it
so
doesn't.
dead. Let me see.
He's such a hater, bruv. A is gonna be one of those people that calls his.
You
know,
put
like
that name twice.
you know, like Nara Smith.
Oh, I really like this one.
You know when Nara Smith, she calls it like
I like that
the
one.
She has the maddest baby names. That's gonna be A. What one do you like?
The one I put the dash next to.
You have the most basic.
It is. I do like basic names.
God damn! I thought he was gonna name.
This ain't the main one, but this is one that it sounds... The only problem with me, I really like this name, but it sounds quite like mature and old. That's the problem. It's not... I just saw it now. I haven't seen it in
By
ages.
the way, I'll say some of my names because it might be annoying for the listeners.
Oh, yeah, go.
I'll tell you some of them that I don't think I'll do because some of these are just like options. I have like Elena and Anaya and I don't want to give the rest. Aya, I really like Aya. Asia. They're just like some of the names that are on there for the women's ones. But I'm not telling you like my faves. What are you doing? This guy's been editing his.
No, I haven't been editing. Wallah, I'm trying to
Show me the one you've picked.
the one that I want to do.
Furthermore, if you spent less time typing baby names and maybe actually thinking of making a baby, then I could be an auntie.
So you already know this name because someone has it that we know.
Hurry up,
But
hurry
the
up.
bottom one there is the main one I want to go with first.
I don't know anyone's that name.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
That is sick, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say that is a good name.
And then this name, I'll say out loud, is this one. It sounds so old, but we've got a family member in Turkey that has it, and I think it's such a nice name. So potentially, but Delara.
I
know
really like
it's old, but it's so like
I really like Delara.
it's very like I don't
It's
know.
like feminine.
Yeah.
If all my baby names didn't start with A, I think Delara is a very, very nice name.
Delara, and I know this one. Some people might be like, "This is basic," yeah.
But is that an Islamic name or like an Arabic name?
I don't know. I have to look into it. But a lot of people think this one's a bit basic. I've said it to a few people. I like it. But Arabella, I thought Arabella is nice.
I don't
But
think
some
that's
people are
like
like,
I don't
it's
think
too
that's
much.
like a Muslim
I know.
Arab
But
name.
I've got Muslim ones written down.
I really like Sophie.
Sophie is not too bad, to be honest.
But yeah, Sophia.
But
Cute.
and for what's called?
Boy names are so hard.
No, I like Issa a lot. I can't lie to you.
I love Issa. That's
Issa's
so
such a nice name.
That's so mad. I love that. The only reason it's not on my list is because it's on start with A.
Yeah. You
It
want
says
even
that-
all the guys to have A as well.
Issa, if you have a son, please name him Issa.
Potentially.
I love that name. It's so cute. I really like as well Yanis.
Yanis.
I like that for a man's name, boy's name.
Yanis is quite good as well, actually. What other names? I'm trying to think of ones that are not on my list.
Yeah, same. I'm thinking of like.
I like. It's hard to think. I can't lie.
It's hard to think. What we're not even. I'm
We just
not
did a whole
married.
section on baby names. What
I
is
know.
going on?
Oh my god, clickbait! Help me pick a baby name.
No, we're not doing that again.
Oh yeah, that was jokes. But
Yeah.
I really want to be an auntie. I can't. You know you're.
You'd be a sick auntie.
Inshallah.
That's what I think what you're made for. I don't think you're made to be a mother.
Hey,
No,
wallah,
I'm
that's,
joking.
say wallah, you're
Wallah, that's a
joking.
joke. Wallah, that's a joke.
Because that was so rude if you're being
No, it was all as a joke. But you will be a sick auntie. You're gonna be like that really like the auntie that's like inappropriate. Like they like you because you come there make a joke and then be like, and then the parents would be like, don't do that. And they'd be like, leave him alone. Ah, you know the auntie.
No,
that sticks up
I
for
would
them.
never do that. Your wife's over there like, she better not be. I would never do that.
But
No.
if come and find you making them fight like you did with our cousins back in the day.
Anyway, let's not talk about my past. So I feel like I can't imagine. By the way, when you do, because a lot of people have assumed that your wife's pregnant through like that TikTok we done ages ago of the baby suits because they thought it was a gender reveal.
Oh no, we're not.
But inshallah, when you do decide to, you better tell me in a special way. Like I don't want no, oh yeah, we're pregnant. Like I want a special announcement.
What? What do you want me to do, bro?
I don't know. Think about it.
I know. I'll bake you a cake.
Like, do you know? No. Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking like.
You want us to do a gender reveal for you? Oh,
No.
get out of here, man.
No,
Main
but-
character syndrome.
Oh my god.
You're going to find out like everyone else via post-it note.
I mean, tell me in a special way.
How?
Okay, shall I tell you how
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example, which it's going to ruin it because you can never do it now.
Okay, go.
This is what I was thinking, like, oh, if I ever get pregnant, like, this is how I would do it. I would literally, like, come to film an episode, give you a gift, and, like, we'd be filming an episode.
Isn't it funny how like we're the ones that would be getting pregnant and then we're gifting her something to be like, we're pregnant. What relevancy do you have?
I'll give you an example if you let me finish my sentence.
Okay, sorry, Karen.
Like a gift of, like, a little T-shirt that's, like, a baby T-shirt that says, like, best uncle or, like, do you know what? Like, something baby related.
That's kind of cute.
To catch your reaction.
Yeah, that is kind of cute. That is cute.
Anyway, if you do get pregnant, I want to be known, main character syndrome, I want to be told in a good way. And I just feel like...
Would you be hurt if you were the last to like find out?
Yeah, obviously.
But why does that upset you?
Because why would you tell me... Like, that means I'm the least important in your life.
No, it just happened that way.
What do you mean it just happened
Like
that
I
way?
was waiting to do this thing for you, but I told Emmy and I told everyone, like all like even like
if you'd planned to do something different, but if you just, let's say, told everyone else and not me...
yeah. Why would that stress you out?
Okay, I'll get
I'm
married.
joking, I'm joking, I'm
I'll
joking.
get married and
I
then
wa-
do it
wallah-
with you.
wallah, I was
and, then,
wind up.
and then you'll find out
No, I was
why.
winding you up.
I want to be an auntie. Can you hurry up?
Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna lie. Don't you want like our kids to be similar ages so they could be like
How
fun
do you know they
cousins.
won't be similar ages?
I'm saying like
Maybe your second child.
Yeah, I know, but like I want like get married, bro.
Oh, yeah. Let me just pull out this husband from over here.
But don't you think that'd be sick? Like, you know how we had our cousins and stuff like that? I want them to be able to chill.
Of course, 100%. But what the hell am I supposed to do, Ayob? Like, what the hell?
Don't you think
You're my brother. You should be finding husband potentials.
Yeah, I don't like doing that.
Okay, fine. I'll just go on Mismatch then.
No, I've got a better app for you.
What?
There's actually like I think Dowerman has an actual app that's very legit. Like you have to get like the dad involved and he gets his number. And
What
like,
if I don't have a dad?
Then I'll do it for you.
What if I don't want you to do it?
Then you'll never get married. Anyway, back to this little exercise I want us to do. Imagine the day that we're both like have kids and they're teenagers now, and they're all just like mates chilling in the house.
That's so insane. So me and Abe were speaking about this yesterday, actually, surprisingly, and I have a friend who like I was very close with her when I was like a bit younger, and then she went and got married, and her husband and his family are quite strict, and I rate her so much because she done things so hella. When I say so hella, like she knew him 2 weeks later. She met him 2 weeks later. They were married.
Yeah,
as in, she didn't even want to have phone calls with him alone. Like, may Allah reward her
Amen.
and them both and give them khair and barakah and blessings and protect them from evil. Amen. But what she done is Islamically, if you were to breastfeed someone's child, Islamically they would be seen as your child.
Your
so like
milk siblings, basically.
So let's say I had a child and then someone else had a child, like my friend had a child, and then I breastfed her child or she breastfed my child. Both our children would be milk siblings.
So then would they 100% be the mahram of that other person, say if it's a guy and a
So
girl?
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they'd be each other's mahrams because Islamically they'd be classed as siblings.
Yeah.
So that's what she done. She, with her, like her baby's cousins, so her siblings' children, they both breastfed each other's children so that the girl doesn't have to wear hijab around them and they can grow up as siblings, their siblings.
That's so sweet.
But
I'm not lying to you.
what if they want to get married when they're older? Now you've ruined their chance.
No, listen. First of all, I think that's really cool. Secondly, although I like the idea of that, I don't know if like I'm down to have my baby be breastfed by someone else.
I just feel like health
we
reason.
know you that well? Like,
Yeah, and not
what
just
is
that.
going on in your body?
Yeah, that's what I think as well. But let's say wait a minute.
What?
I was like,
Not in the
well,
movie.
you were saying that we should do that with our children so that our children can be siblings.
No, I don't mind. But I'm just saying in general, it's still a bit like dodge.
No, I know what you mean, because it's like, I don't know about your health, but if I was to ever do it, I would make the person, like, I think if you were going to do it in this day and age, guys, both mothers should go and get like blood tests, not for anything dodgy, just to check.
Because I feel like, the idea of a breastfeeding, yeah, I feel like there's so many important like hormones and things that are being taken into the child that even like me and my wife have spoken that when we come towards a time that we would like to get married, we're gonna literally have a child. Obviously,
Inshallah.
It's the word of Allah, so it could happen whenever. We can't like plan it exactly, but we can try our best. Is we want to like make sure our diets are on point, make sure we're as healthy as possible, just to give the baby more of a chance of coming out healthy. So like that breastfeeding must have such a big impact. So I don't know if I'd be willing to give my child someone to breastfeed if they didn't like
if
have good
Allah
health.
knew that it wasn't maybe the health thing, but if Allah knew that it could impact a child to that extent, I think He wouldn't allow.
Oh yeah, the concept of it in the first place. Yeah. Makes sense. But I'm talking about just the minuscule kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
be
I need to
kept.
look into it. I think if anyone knows anything about that, please comment down below, because I find it such an interesting concept. Because I like mum's got milk siblings, but yeah.
I find it cute because it's almost like you got picked like a best friend without even meaning to.
What do you mean?
Like it's almost like your family are like picking for you, like your people. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, like let's say you've got a really good friend, and then you do it with each other's children. And it's like you've made a
You made them family, basically.
Yeah.
That is so sick.
That is cute.
But yeah, crazy times we live in, man. You know what's crazy about that? Do you ever feel like when you come towards the end of the episode, it's like...
When I come towards the end of the episode, I just get reminded of how I'm not married, not this, need to do this, need to do that. And I'm there like, I miss my cats.
I don't know what to say, bro. That's kind of depressing.
No, it's not depressing. Why is not being married not depressing?
If you've
Why
made
is not being married depressed?
if you've made
depressing?
if you've made it, if you made it this far into the episode, comment down below. Nishrin,
Breast
get
milk.
a life. But anyway, guys, thank you a lot for tuning in. We love you a lot so much. If you did make it this far, comment down below milk, and then we'll know you're a real one. And yeah, Nishrin, where can they find you?
You can find me smiling on my pillow. You can find me at It's Nistrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kayla Cash on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Guys, don't forget, we have a Patreon and you can get an extra episode every Wednesday for just £4.50. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on over there. We're building a family. It's getting nice, fun, hot, juicy. And we've got a lot of good stuff and episodes planned. So come join us. Enjoy yourself. Get a little bit more of the Sadly Relatable family. Come to your house looking like I'm about to spam you, G. I'm done for this episode. Peace.
Bye.